Cool. Well, I guess we'll just kind of get into this.
Sure.
So thanks for joining, everyone. My name is Josh Zabo. I want to thank you for joining today. Hope you're having a good start to your day, or maybe it's a good middle of your day, or you know what, if you're joining in the evening, hope you're having a swell end to your day. Really appreciate you all being here with us, taking time. So today we have an 8-slide discussion on post-transaction ads. We're going to talk about what they are, how they benefit publishers, and then how you can integrate them. We'll also cover some frequently asked questions. A recording of this webinar and important key takeaway documents are going to be available after today's session. So please feel free to lean back, listen carefully, and don't worry about having added pressure to screen grab or capture or take vigorous notes. You can get all the material after the presentation's over. So without further ado, let's get into this. We're going to talk about post-transaction ads. So the people talking to you today are the demand team. This is the team at Freestar responsible for sourcing direct deals and managing the relationships with brands and agencies and ad tech vendors that run direct campaigns throughout our network. So you already met me. I'm Josh Zabo. I lead that team. I've worked in ad tech for a better part of a decade and had many roles ranging from publishers and all the way down to the brand and agency side. And with me today, I'm thrilled to introduce a member of our demand sales team. They've been working with the brands and agencies for about 5 years now, flighting direct deals, trafficking campaigns, managing buyer relationships, and optimizing revenue for performance. She's an ad tech rock star and has quietly recently started to be a key squash player. So watch out if you're in the courts. So without further ado, I'm pleased to introduce Stephanie Savino.
Wow, what an intro. Thank you. Hi, everyone. Thank you again for joining. I'm Stephanie, the account manager for our demand team, like Josh mentioned. Really excited. I've been a Freestar for 2 years. I'm really excited to go through this opportunity with you today. Okay, so what are post-transaction ads? For those unfamiliar, we are referring to the ads that are on any page after users made a purchase from your site. So for example, a user buys a shirt, they check out, and is led to the order confirmation page. This page, along with order history, my accounts page, and others, are all pages where the users have already made a purchase, or they're engaged with your site right after that purchase has been made, or returning to your site at a later point to view the details on that. So all these users are highly engaged with your site, and these pages, order confirmation, order history, my accounts, are all really valuable to advertisers because that user is already in that buying mindset. Here are 2 examples of the pages that we're referring to. In this case, these are both the order confirmation page. So again, it's after the user's made a purchase, and you see the details of that purchase here with one simple ad underneath. Here we have a 300 by 250 display ad available on desktop or mobile. And you can see it's a very clean look. It's not cluttered, but this is in high demand for our advertisers. So not only is this inventory highly valuable for the advertisers, but it presents an extremely valuable opportunity for you as the publisher. Buyers are offering to pay $20 to $30 CPMs for this one ad slot. So that's would significantly boost your overall eCPM that you're currently earning in the open market. And it's additional revenue that's currently untapped, very easy to obtain, no clutter. Also, another benefit of this is that it provides you with long-term direct deal buyouts. So we're able to have advertisers sign quarterly or annual contracts, creating a great relationship with these brands and obtaining that direct deal revenue. So since we have access to these direct brands we currently have relationships with, you're partaking in their budgets that are specifically reserved for direct deals only, because oftentimes brands are differentiating their budget between guaranteed deals and open market spend. So here, this is a net new revenue opportunity. And of course, our team does have the ability to make sure that these ads will only show when we have a direct deal active. So that 300 by 250 won't fill in the open market. Okay, so great. Hopefully now you're asking yourself, this sounds great. How can I participate in these direct deals? And it's very simple. All we need from you is to add a 300 by 250 onto these pages if you don't have one already. And doing this, you can do this by adding our head code like you would do on any other page that Freestar manages. Then you would add the key value code to your header, which allows our team to target specific pages on our end when we're setting up that direct deal. Lastly, you add the 300 by 250 ad tag within the body of your page where you would like the ad to show. So after these few steps are done, Josh and I completely handle the rest, and everything, is within our hands on our team. Of course, all of these deals abide by your current block list requirements, just like anything else that Freestar manages for you. And all the integration steps are available as well in the dashboard and our Freestar integration guide, which you're likely already familiar with from the onboarding process. And I just want to reiterate that our team, as well as your CSMs, are available to support you 100% throughout these steps. And they're also well-versed in this product as well. Okay, this is just more of a visual of how the implementation works. It's basically the same information, but you can get a better idea of how simple it really is. So again, first you add Freestar's head code to the page, same thing you do on any other page Freestar manages. Then you add the key values to the page that you want. And this is the only extra piece that's new, allows Josh and I to access these pages on our end. And this is the 2 lines of code that you can see right below the head code in that image where the cursor is. On the right side of the slide, we've provided 3 separate values, one for each page type: order confirmation, order history, and my accounts. So you'll enter this code onto each page that you'd like us to access. If you have other pages that you think fit this category, reach out to us and we can create a new key. But these are likely the 3 most common that you'd want the deals to run on. And then lastly, you place the ad tag 300 by 250 within the body where you want it to serve on the page, right below the order details. And the tag is available in the dashboard under site configuration. So that's basically, the ad product in the nutshell and what's required. So we can run through a few frequently asked questions that have come up from publishers in the past. So first being, how do you implement and run the post-transaction ads? How long does this take my team to do? This will only be 5 minutes of work on your end, because as you saw, it's just 2 lines of code, which you can receive directly from your CSM team and from the materials that we'll pass out after this. After that, you're done. Like, our team, the demand team, will source the deals for you and nothing else is needed. Why do you want these ads? So again, these CPMs are $20 plus, $20 to $30, extremely high. It's additional revenue without cluttering your site. You have long-term buyer contracts, quarterly, or annually, and you're getting direct access to these enterprise brands, as well as the direct deal only budgets, that net new revenue that's specifically for direct guaranteed deals. How much money will you make from this is a good question as well, and it depends on a few factors. The number one being, how many site transactions do you have on these pages, or how many users are visiting these unique pages as well? So with that in mind, I would say that seasonality is an extremely important factor as well, because your high season might be September, back to school, or it might not be until Q4, but your traffic will change and flux throughout. And so the amount of money that you'll make throughout the year can also change. Is it worth it if you don't have a lot of transaction? Absolutely, because as you saw, the implementation is so minimal. So even if you're earning a little bit more each month until your peak season, it's worth it. It's, new revenue for you. And so if you don't have a lot of traffic right now, I would say use this downtime to your advantage, so you don't have to worry about it later when you're in your busy season. Which advertisers will be running here? So we do have enterprise level brands really eager to reach these users on your site specifically that they've requested. So again, they want to reach those users right in that moment after they've made a purchase and they have that buying mindset. So typically deals can have a monthly minimum of $50,000. The advertisers that we're talking about typically are categories like, advertisers who offer promo codes or discounts for future site purchases, freeshipping.com being one of the larger ones, offering discounts on a future purchase or a discount on that exact purchase if you're part of their affiliate program. We have other big brands in the space ready to spend, including Capital One Shopping, Join Smarty, and Hulu. One question that we do get a lot as well is, I'm already running these ads outside of Freestart. Is this still valuable to me? So we do know about partners like Ads PostX who run ads in these pages outside of Freestar. And in fact, we do have a handful of publishers who run that type of product as well as this guaranteed deal at the same time. And there is still value in both because you're getting a different user experience than what you would have today with Ads PostX. The ad products do not compete with one another. For example, if you have an overlay serving with Ads PostX or another company, the standard display unit that we're talking about here is still there on your page for users to view after they close out of that overlay. And lastly, a big point too is that it would offer demand diversity. So we would help you sell out your inventory worldwide, meaning you could have a deal running right now for just your US traffic, and we can bring direct demand for Canadian traffic, for example. And lastly, key piece here, how soon would deals start? And it's right away. As soon as you add those 2 lines of code and take the 5 minutes for your team to implement that, we have active deals already running today that you can opt into, that will include your site in, as well as over $100,000 worth of contracts signed and ready to be signed for your inventory specifically. So those are some frequently asked questions. Hopefully I've touched on a lot of the points and questions that you may have today, but feel free to ask anything else as well. But that's pretty much it. It's a very simple product, but it's in extremely high demand, and we're seeing a lot of advertisers requesting this more so now than ever. For more information, of course, reach out to Josh and I directly, or the advertising alias, advertising@freestar.com. Your CSMs as well, of course, are a point of resource for you. And we're recording this as well as putting together a quick implementation guide, just so if you're not the one implementing the code, you can easily pass it to your team. But I'll check the chat. I think there might have been a couple questions, but if there's anything live that anybody has questions on, or any comments, any feedback, please let us know. Yes. So Vinny, do you have high demand currently for this position on the direct side? Yes, absolutely. Yep. We have those deals ready today.
So to expand on that, we actually currently have a direct deal going on, but we want to move to and currently it's a rev share plan, but we want to move to the CPM base between what you mentioned, the $20 and $30 CPM.
Mhm.
And our rev share will be ending middle of April. So we definitely would love to see if we can have a direct player ready to fill in immediately, obviously at the higher end of that CPM that you guys are mentioning. So I look forward to hopefully having a deal in hand in the next few weeks from you.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you don't mind, would you just let me know which publisher you are from?
File it.
Great, thank you.
Thanks for the question, Vinny. Appreciate it. We are excited about the amount of brands that are excited about the just the placement of these ads getting to the users at these spots. There's a really high click-through rate for them, and it goes natively into each site. So brands are really excited once they hear this is an option. Any other questions for us today?
Great. Well, as always, Freestar is here to assist if anything comes up, and please reach out to your CSMs or Josh and I with any follow-ups, and you'll hear from me as well with the takeaways.
Awesome. Thanks, everybody. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you so much.